Hey, hello, Sean. Thank you for joining me for an interview today. How are you?
I'm good, Sai. How are you? Thanks for asking.
I'm good too. Okay, let's get started. Uh, okay, I have a couple of questions for you before I show you the prototype. Just general questions so I can know more about your background in this area. So, has your company ever used an online portal to submit disclosure forms, or just any online portals in general?
No, in our company, we don't utilize any disclosure forms, but we do rely on an outsourced software to manage our orders and appointments. The system is crucial for keeping our operations smooth and ensuring that everything is tracked appropriately.
Hmm. Okay, that's great. All right. Hmm. Now, what are some of the important features you would say in the portal you just mentioned?
One key feature I would look for is a well-organized instructional sector within the software. It would be immensely helpful to have a detailed instruction or at least a
Mm-hmm.
clear pointers on navigating the software. This could include step-by-step guides or visual aids that show where everything is located, helping user to quickly become proficient with the system.
Hmm. Okay, that's very well said. Finally, what type of issues do you typically face in these portal? Like besides from the obvious, since you mentioned that you want something clear to use, I'm guessing the issues you face are something like cluttered. Other than that, what would you say like usual issues you face with softwares like this?
Yeah, the current issues we are facing is the interface. It is quite chaotic and cluttered, which makes it difficult to use efficiently. The
Okay.
sections within the software are not clearly separated, leading to confusion and errors. It would be greatly improve your user experience if the software had a more intuitive layout with distinct sections that are logically organized, making it easier to find specific feature and complete tasks without hassle. Improving
Mhm.
these aspects of our software would not only enhance productivity but also reduce the learning curve for new users, ensuring they can contribute effectively right from the start.
Hmm. Okay, that's great. Now, moving on to the next step. Okay, Aaron. Now moving on to the next step, I'll be showing you the prototype itself. It's a very low fidelity one, so it's just like a rough sketch of where the things are and everything. When I show you the
Okay,
board,
go ahead.
okay, yeah, we'll go ahead. When I show you the prototype, I want you to just basically look through them, navigate through them as a user, and just tell
Okay,
me where things can be changed and what features we can add and everything. All right,
understood. Yeah.
perfect. Okay, you should be able to see my screen now.
Yes, I can see your screen.
This is the login page. Nothing very exciting there, and then you go into the welcome banner. Nothing worth noting here as well. Just like a navigation bar on the side, a general message, and you see this little message on this on the bottom. Systems are currently under
Yeah.
maintenance. Is it?
Yes.
Did you focus on it when you first saw this page, or you just skip through it?
I just came through it because the text is too
Mhm.
small, so I wouldn't uh, notice it much.
Okay, yeah, that's good to know. Actually, that's supposed to be like an important thing. So your opinion there
If it
is
was
true.
highlighted in a different color or
Mm.
maybe in a red color, it would have been more noticeable.
Okay. Well, what about like maybe like an icon next to it that like indicates it's like a
That could
system?
that could help as well, but since this is a message that is under maintenance, it would be more helpful for user to see if it's in a different color.
Okay, good to know. Moving on, there's the homepage itself. Homepage. This is the getting started. This is like the instructions to navigate through the site. It's not nothing about anything else. It's about navigating through the site, like where things are and everything.
Okay,
Mhm.
so here in the getting started page are the instructions here solely for guiding users on how to navigate the website.
Yeah, solely for that, nothing else.
Uh, okay, I have one suggestion here. Instead of
Oh yeah.
just listing points, perhaps we could make it more interactive by turning it into a maybe a step-by-step tutorial. This might make it easier for user to engage with the
By
platform right from the beginning.
okay, sorry to interrupt. But by step tutorial, do you mean like a bunch of pop-ups that go through like when you first open a game, for example, there's like here's
Exactly.
the
Yeah.
okay, here's the play button, here's the car change button, stuff like that. You mean that?
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. Is there any other comments on this page?
No. Apart from that, everything looks good.
Right. This is just like a general shortcut page to go to submit form.
Okay.
Everything you can understand for sure. And create submit form will lead to this place. Here you can choose one of these forms. Like there's different topics in disclosure, and once you choose, you can go through the questionnaire for each of them, and then fill up the questions. You can preview it before you submit, and then you can publish it, or just save a draft version for yourself to complete later. Um, Anything you don't
Okay.
understand here, or any comments?
Yeah. Let's assume I'm a new hire in
Mm-hmm.
your company. Let's say if I'm a new hire, for me it would be confusing to understand the purpose of each disclosure form. In
Hmm.
order to address this, it would be advantageous to include a
Okay.
brief description or definition next to each form, like explaining like this explanation detail could detail the form is used for and why it's necessary, providing clarity and support for new users navigating through the initial tasks.
Oh, nice. Very good advice. So, how do you suggest we do this? Like, can I list out a bunch of features and you can tell me if it's good? Like, for example, we can come up with an icon, like a question mark icon right here. And when you hover over it with your mouse or, click on it, you can see what employee onboarding disclosure actually contains, like what it means. We can,
Exactly. You
hmm,
can just hover over it, and then it can list a brief description of what employee onboarding disclosure is, and
okay.
same goes to the other two as well.
Yeah, of course. All right, got it. Now let's move on to the view all submission. So, like I mentioned, once you submit these questionnaires, they'll be saved all together. Yes,
Yeah.
for ease of access, and it'll be right here. Here you can see
Okay.
the submission name and the submission date, and whether it's like a draft or if you've completed it. And if it is a draft, there's like a couple of actions you can do. You can open it to continue editing it, or you can just simply delete it if you want.
Okay.
Is this part clear to understand? Like the stables, the way everything's
Yeah,
laid out.
I have one improvement that you could do here,
Sure, yeah.
which would be beneficial. I
Hmm.
would say a feature on the submission page that user can easily find the form they need.
Like a search bar, you
Like
mean?
you can just Yeah, you can incorporate a search feature.
Hmm. Okay. All right.
Additionally,
Yes.
separating the drafts from the completed forms would enhance user experience by organizing the page efficiently and making it clearer
Hmm.
which tasks are still in progress and which are completed.
Okay, great. Like a filter by ish, like a draft topic here and a completed topic here. And click on them and only draft
Yes.
will appear.
Yeah.
Great. Finally, this is like one of the most important pages here. It's dashboard. It's just like a very rough sketch. In the
Okay.
future, I plan to add some graphs and everything, so you can just you don't have to look at the layout, but instead you can just look and tell me if you can clearly understand the purpose of this page.
Yes, I can understand. It just shows the number of drafts and
Hmm.
completed forms and total submissions. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
basically
clear.
like a view all submissions page, but like with how to say with more details.
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, all right. Seems like the page is kind of crashed because I'm not able to move it.
Oh,
Yeah, but I think that's it for the.
can you try refreshing the page?
No, I think my entire screen actually went black. But never mind. Do you have any concluding opinions or things we can change overall?
Okay. Is there a feedback form?
A feedback form for the portal, you mean?
Yeah.
No, we don't have a feedback form.
Okay. Understood.
Hmm. So nothing else. Everything else clear to understand.
Yeah, everything else up. You can just take note of the points that I mentioned earlier in the
Definitely.
submission. Yeah, in the submission page and getting started section. If I'm not wrong, I have mentioned few key points there
Mm-hmm.
that you could improve, and also you can help the new hires by improving the form description.
Hmm. Will do definitely. All right. I think that's it, Yashwan. Thank you so much for joining the interview today. You helped me a lot.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me, Sai. Have a great day.
Have a great night. You too.